So just when you thought you were going to have yourself a quiet little Saturday, no, not so much. Minnesota Vikings threw down the gauntlet, inking up superstar running back Dalvin Cook to a 5-year extension that's worth a total of $63 million, an average of $12.5 million per year in new money. And I'm happy for Dalvin. I absolutely am, as well as the contract comes with $28 million in guarantees. So now I understand that some Vikings fans may be freaking out. Well, Dalvin hasn't stayed healthy. He hasn't played a full 16-game season in his first 3 years. That's a big-time commitment, and also running back contracts have worked out not so great over the years, but I think that it is a great way to reward Dalvin Cook. He is a team captain this year, as well as you know for a fact that once we get the full details of this contract, like it will be very front-loaded. If Dalvin doesn't pan out or injuries catch up to him, like the Vikings won't be tethered to this contract for multi-years. In actuality, this is probably a 2-year extension with team options after that for the next 3 years, and it is a true 5-year extension. So they are tacking that on to his remaining final year of his rookie deal. So Dalvin will be a Viking. Dalvin's rights are tied to the Vikings for the next 6 years. And I'm happy for him. I am happy for Dalvin Cook. I know that this is something that he wanted to get done before the season, as well as I do respect the way that he was extremely low-key about these negotiations. It wasn't acrimonious and public. It wasn't an Alvin Kamara situation. It wasn't a Ezekiel Elliott situation, because I think Dalvin trusted that the Vikings would take care of him. The Vikings have been phenomenal about taking care of their own, ingrown guys. But also the fact that he's a running back, it is a different set of circumstances. But getting 12.5 per year, he's right there with Derrick Henry. He's above Joe Mixon, which he deserves to be, in my opinion. And now he had the ball's in his court. Like, Dalvin has to prove that he's worth every single cent of that contract. I think that he can, if he stays healthy. That's always the biggest if about Dalvin Cook. But if he can stay healthy, he is a true blue 3-down running back. I think he's the most dynamic running back in the league. Again, if he stays healthy, he's in a perfect offense for him. Kubiak is going to feed him the rock. Zimmer wants to run the piss out of the football, so Dalvin is certainly going to get his. And overall, I think that it is smart for the Vikings at this stage to ink him up to that deal, as opposed to waiting until Aaron Jones gets paid, waiting until Alvin Kamara gets paid, because that could raise up the price. And of course, the Vikings didn't want to part ways with Dalvin. Like, even though it does seem a little bit backwards, you're building your team around a running back, even though you do have Kirk Cousins on the rooster. I get it, but Dalvin is the Vikings offense. I mean, last year, Alexander Madison, respect. Mike Boone, respect. Offense wasn't the same once 33 got dinged up in that Denver game. Like, even when he was on the field, not at 100%, that offense, not in the same ballpark. But now, also, I think the Vikings are hedging their bets a little bit, because if Dalvin let it ride this year, played out the final year of his rookie deal, and then hit it big, and then the Vikings, that 12.5, that went bye-bye. And as well as, I think Dalvin realized that the Vikings could very easily franchise tag him next year, when the franchise tag for running backs would probably be about $10.5 million. Then franchise tag him the next year at that 20% raise. And so then basically you get a 2-year contract, about $22 million per. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So the fact that you can get this extension, you get $28 million guaranteed up front, as well as whatever the signing bonus is going to be, I think it's smart. Also, this probably how this factors into the salary cap. Again, we have to wait for the full details on this contract, but it's one more thing that is off the table, one less thing that this team has to worry about, because every single time that Dalvin would have media ability this year, it would be, what about your contract? Hey, how about your contract? Hey, how about this? How about that? Also, fun fact, since Yannick waived his no franchise tag clause for next year, since the Vikings freed up the franchise tag that they're not going to use on Dalvin now, it is a real possibility that the Vikings could tag Yannick next offseason. But it's getting ahead of ourselves. Either way, I think it was smart. The Vikings take care of one of theirs. They have the most prolific offensive weapon that they have. If he can stay healthy, he's going to earn that money. He can get after it. So I'm happy. I'm happy for Dalvin. I'm happy that's at a reasonable price. And of course, I'm happy that it's probably a Rob Brzezinski Capology Thug Life special, where it's going to be very flexible and very team friendly going forward. But your thoughts? Dalvin Cook getting paid. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.